introducing the man, the father, the wisdomous, the mountain goat, and the good morning sunshines guy. How do I start introducing the greatest human being I've met? No more words needed for rather than a big thank you to this man. Please welcome to the stage, although, well, there's no stage, but welcome the CM1 principal, Adnan Matrovic.
You have to stop making me cry. Thank you, Nico. Thank you, Joe, for those kind words. Here we are, troublemakers. At the end of the road. The end of an era, it feels like. Yes, I actually have a speech written this time, prepared. I'm not winging it, as I usually do. Might have been prepared an hour ago, but prepared nonetheless. What do I tell you that I haven't already told you, or that you haven't heard me say already to you? Especially in those moments when you messed up. And I had to teach you a lesson of some sorts. Things like love expires, accountability, or my all-time favorite, sounds like a personal problem. Last night, I spoke about finding, knowing, and following through on your why. Tonight, I'll try and leave you with some words of advice on how part of the journey, on the how part of the journey. As you go into the world and start your next adventure, or you're staying at TGS next year, I encourage you to build communities and bring people together. You've heard me say this already a million times. One of the things I hear the most about from the alums is that they miss the sense of community and care people have for each other here at TGS. Don't wait for someone else to do that for you. Build it yourself. Do it yourselves. Build people up with kindness, joy, empathy, and care. Don't tear them down. In your interactions with people, show how much you value them, their ideas and opinions, and ensure that you bring out the best in each and every person you meet on your path in the world. Believe that what you are doing has and will have an impact in one way or another, even if you can't seem to see it in that moment. And be unwavering in your values and your whys. When you run into issues, address them head on and directly with the people involved. Don't have a repeat of Mexico. No one needs that circus. And finally, if you haven't heard myself or your educators say this enough, drink water. Hydrate. But in all seriousness, to be honest, I'm not worried about you going into the world, finding your whys, or holding yourselves accountable to my piece of advice on the how part of the journey. I've seen it happen over the past 2 terms. You've shown, especially in the last 2 terms and this term in Greece, that you are ready and that you will build impactful communities around the world. And how could you not? When you're leaving and taking with you a bit of Shell's tenacity, Sam's thoughtfulness, Michelle's compassion, Riley's sense of humor, Vega's passion, Sila's creativity, Jack's empathy, Shasta's kindness, Kelsey's patience, and Terrence's genius. And it goes without saying, unconditional support of your parents. you cannot but do well in the world. You are ready. And if you get stuck figuring all this out, know that you have a community here who is willing to push you and help you grow and learn from all of the failures. At the end of the day, as the great Rumi says, goodbyes are only for those who love with their eyes. Because for those who love with their hearts and their souls, there's no such thing as distance. It doesn't matter where we are, we'll always be together and connected. So congratulations and good luck with whatever you do next year. And with that, I would like to introduce our CM1 class speaker, troublemaker number 1, Nuha.
This is finally happening. It was about to not happen. I kind of lost my phone, but here we are. 1st June 2023. This is finally the day. Another chapter that closes. For some of us, it's 2 years. For some others, it's 3. We've been through extreme feelings. A lot of laughters, tears, good and bads, lows, highs. But today, while looking at all of you guys, I kind of knew that something is happening right now. I'm feeling it. I figured out that we are a community from all over the world. We have an incredible bond that embodies our core values, especially Ubuntu. I have the assurance that today, that every single one of my fellow seniors will accomplish very interesting things and amazing things. From Jane, our dearest artist that has showed an amazing art portfolio and that will probably be giving out autographs a few years from now. From Yeli, one of the most caring people I have ever met. But not just for people, she is someone that thrives towards her goals and devotion, and with devotion and a lot of passion while keeping her ethics and principles. And it's something that not everyone has. Camille, our passionate diver, that gives the most calming hugs, and that will probably adopt a shark in the middle of the ocean someday. Sips actually reminds me of a fish. But more seriously, she's a person that would not sugarcoat anything just to please you. She would give you the best advices, and she will make you hear exactly what you need to hear this moment, but not what you want to hear. And in all means, she's a very passionate individual. I can see the fire in her whenever she enters a room. Kiana, the best person to go to if you would like to de-stress, sorry. And talk about the latest trends. Could be TikTok or Instagram. You could just talk about anything, but you could also go to her if you want to have a deep conversation at a random balcony. Oh, where am I? You could do that as well. Mahin embodies leadership at its best shape. I don't think we would have grad pictures by now if Mahin was not there. She's a very warm-hearted person with a strong mind. But not just that, she also gives the best restaurants recommendations. Asya, my partner in crime. A person with lots of love and energy to give. She's very supportive to our community. I've seen her listen to people, even when she needed someone to listen to her. She would just listen to you in all cases. You could just talk to her, ask for advice, and she'll be there whenever, whatever. Well, he's 6 foot. He is very funny, has an interesting sense of humor, an aspiring basketball athlete, probably the future Michael Jordan, just saying. Rachel, a person that has strong ethics, one of the strongest I've ever seen. She lives by them and stands for them. A literature queen that, oh, where that would probably use a very difficult word while you're talking to her that you would not understand, or maybe it's just me. Shadi, melody boy, a colorful artist. Shadi's image in my head is like an old man sitting at a library while meeting the love of his life there. Tebe, let's not talk about him now. But I don't think these words could potentially describe how what I lived all of those years with you guys and all of the amazing experiences, the highs, the lows, everything we've experienced together, our bond. These words cannot describe not even a single part of everything we've lived. But I'm confident today that every single one of you guys will achieve amazing things because from the short time that I've witnessed with these people compared to their lifetimes, I can proudly say that they are ready to face their real life and make a change in this world. I've seen their projects, they're already amazing, but imagine in this world, once out of the TGS community. And I'm very, very proud to be part of my cohort, CM1, and I am even prouder to have a family around the world. Thank you for this wonderful time we shared, and see you soon or never. But today I need to do something else. I would like to talk about an individual that at first, when I first met him, I thought he was very arrogant and kind of cold. But once I started to approach him, the glass surrounding him was melting slowly, slowly. And I found out that the cold that was actually a bright light. A bright light all over the place. You could not even see. It was too bright. It's an intense individual that has very strong purposes and opinions. Someone that can shift your perspective on lifelong thoughts you've had your whole life. He could just speak and you would completely change your mind and think he's right. A splendid individual that if you manage to gain his trust and love, you're one of the luckiest people alive to have. It's the father of a continent, the people's leader, and it's the father of my continent, Father Africa. Baby!
Love you, love. Yep, that one. Thank you, Nuha.
My letter to 10th grade Kiana. Hey Kiana, you finally got off those Zoom screens and got to travel at your traveling high school. At TGS, you were able to experience some of your fondest memories, whether it was early morning game drives in Botswana or the roller coaster rides in Dubai. I won't spoil too much of the memories, but you had a lot of fun, buddy. In this TGS journey, you were the reason many people smiled, felt love, and believed in the goodness of people. Throughout your time at TGS, you met lifelong friends like Kirsten and Derwin, who you gave space to come out of their shells and find comfort. You formed a deep bond in a little group called MKM, where you showcase intense and unconditional love. Even though there were fights and arguments, you always remained certain of the unwavering love. Mistakes were made, but contrary to how they felt, they won't kill you. You have... Okay, sorry. You may have thought it was the end of the world at the time, but you survived. And now you're a couple of steps away from graduating high school. And to end my letter to 15-year-old Kiana, be proud of yourself. You battled the highs and lows the world threw your way and emerged a stronger woman. My love for you holds no limits through thick and thin. You did it, friend. God step.
Sorry. Cool. Okay. Sorry. This is probably the hardest thing I've had to do at TGS. Only having 1 minute to talk about this person. We've laughed together, cried together, and even gotten in trouble together these past 3 years. Musician, artist, free spirit, and force to be reckoned with. These are just a few of the many ways I would describe this special person. Anyone who knows her is in awe of the talent she possesses, whether if it's music, art, or even directing and making her music video come to life, as most of you guys saw yesterday. But if you haven't had the privilege in getting to know her, she has the most authentic and beautiful soul I've ever met. And I'm so grateful that she has let me into her life to see that. Even in Dubai, where we were quarantined and communicated through knocking on our walls. I will forever admire you and the way you carry yourself and put 100% of yourself into everything you do. So thank you, Mila, for sitting down beside me from 3 years ago from online year to now, the end of our TGS journey. I love you. This is intense. Let me pull up my notes. November 2022. Hi. I know we've never really talked, but can I interview you? Sure. Nice to meet you. I'm Mila. Nice to meet you too. Can you please state your name, age, and where you're from? My name is Maheen. I'm 17, and I'm from Pakistan. How are you feeling right now, Maheen? Fine. What has been your favorite TGS memory so far? Spending time with Gia during my first term and finding someone I could be myself with. Well, that's important. Yeah, it is. I hope I find more people like that. I'm sure you will. June 2023. Hey, I know we talk all the time and know pretty much everything about each other, but can I interview you? Why? Mila, what are you doing?
Please state your name, age, and where you're from. I'm Mahin, I'm 19, and I'm from Mexico. Tell the truth, Mahin. I'm from Pakistan, and Zayn Malik is my husband. Thank you for being so honest. What's your favorite song? Taken by One Direction. Do you want me to sing it? I'm good, thank you, though. How are you feeling right now? I'm great. I just went to track this morning and ran listening to One Direction. This morning? Yeah, I've been up since 5 a.m. What's your favorite TGS memory? Chocolate. Wait, no, I'd say I once had to go to the hospital in Dubai because all I consumed that whole day was chocolate. My roommate was there with me, and when the doctor asked me how I was doing, I said I was mid. How would your friends describe you? My friends would say I'm the person they feel most comfortable around. Someone that you can be around and know that you aren't being judged. Someone that's brave and takes risks and goes after what they want. Generally funny, feisty. Oh, and I have a huge obsession with little children. I tell people I want to kidnap them, and I find the beauty in giving my friends sneaky, dirty looks every time the slightest inconvenience happens. My laugh also makes a lot of people smile. I'm also an inspiration to my friends. I'm an amazing writer. I'm very smart, although I'm not sure I know how much my friends love me. I'm also an amazing teacher. People learn from me all the time, and they don't even know it. My friends can always rely on me. They count themselves lucky to have me on their side. Why are you looking at me like that? I don't know what to cry. I'm wearing my Giorgio Armani foundation. Because I'm really going to miss you, Mahin. Mahin Hassan, everybody.
Can I just ask you guys, before you come up to speak, to put your phones on airplane mode, because it doesn't interfere with the speaker.
We take a be real. Just went off. It'll take a second, I swear. It'll be a second. Okay. Bonjour. Whew. That was so funny. Wait, let me pull it up. Okay. It's on airplane mode. Okay. Okay. Everyone can hear me, right? Okay. Penguins. They adapt to the cold, navigate through the ocean with resilience, are known for their strong bonds with other penguins, and have short legs. My friend Yelly is like a penguin. By the way, Yelly does not like the cold. That's just a metaphor for TGS. Okay. Family is something that we leave when we come to TGS, something that we think we will never find while our time at TGS. However, Yelly became my family that night in Botswana when she told me to never apologize for talking about how I feel minutes after I ranted to her about how I hated every single individual I was surrounded with in the school. And that describes Yelly Kuruma, unapologetically herself. An ex-Benedict lover, or an ex-Benny lover, as she would say. A Cookie Monster PJ wearer. By the way, I'm going to burn those pajamas the minute I get back. An instrumentalist, my fellow Fetty rapper, and a master of nearly all traits. Yelly has been the epitome of a great friend, and a student at TGS that has set the precedent so high that it is honestly unachievable, or no one can honestly meet that precedent as she said. Yelly, thank you for being empathetic, more than I or anyone in the school could ever be. Thank you for listening to us. Thank you for teaching half the community to how to shake Niash properly. Thank you for not getting married last year in Greece, because I know you really wanted to get married and you told Adnan, I'm gonna get married right now. And we were like, no, you gotta stop. And also, thank you for getting into Stern, because I know you're gonna be funding our reunion from 20 years from now on. I would gladly live in your communion or your village, whatever you end up making, and take care of your kids. I will miss you more than I can ever put into words. And I'm glad I had the privilege of being in your presence. Yelly, you are the GOAT, the school's GOAT, and my GOAT. It was funny.
there's a lot going on right now. Okay. I thought I wasn't gonna cry. That didn't work out. But now let's go on to Asia. The first thing that I remember, the first moment I remember with Asia was when we were around a campfire in the middle of the Okavango Delta of Botswana. And we were telling stories, I don't know about what, but someone said something and Asia started cracking up. She started laughing so hard. I genuinely didn't know that those types of sounds could come out of a human being. It's like, it's crazy. It's crazy. And her infectious laugh spread across the whole group. And so we were all laughing so hard, our cheeks hurt and our stomach hurt, and we didn't even remember what was so funny in the first place. The next morning, Professor, one of our guides at our camp, who was stationed on the other side during the campfire, asked if we had heard the hyenas cackling at night. And we had to tell him no. It was just Asia and us. It was just us. Throughout my TGS journey, there hasn't been a week where I haven't heard Asia's laugh, whether she's going through difficult moments or on top of the world, whether the people around her are moody or down, no matter what, Asia will be laughing. This is a testament to her immense resilience and strength, as well as her desire to keep everyone smiling. From the beginning of my TGS journey, Asia has spread a level of care and love that I have never seen before. As she moves on to her new stage in life, I hope she continues to share her laugh, and I hope it brings as much joy to others as it has brought to us. Thank you, Asia. Come up.
Yeah. Dear Rachel, we only arrived here 3 years ago, and now it is already time to leave. How did it all go so fast? It seems like only yesterday we were on Zoom, doing our online rite of passage, trying to figure out how this school works, looking up to our seniors. Now, we are the seniors. Seniors who stand here ready to graduate and move forward in the world. Yet at this seminal moment, we can't help looking back. Had we measured the time we spent together in high school? Firstly, the constant Zoom and Google Meets, then beautiful sunsets in the Okavango Delta, helping me with every capstone paper since we started high school and teaching me how to write, being stern with me and calling me out when I am in the wrong, even when I really want to be in the right. You once told me that I am a person who loves and cares deeply about people around her. I want you to know that you are that person as well. You should be so proud of yourself and everything you have accomplished, because I am. Although we are different people with different lives, we experienced so many beautiful memories together that will stay with us for life. Thank you for being a part of my high school journey. It was rocky, but we made it. I love you.
That's awkward. Okay. I've rewritten this so many times that I just kind of had to accept it. It's so difficult to put this amazing human into words. I would say he's larger than life, but that's a little bit too forceful for just how gentle of a soul he is. I have been given the opportunity to watch the journey he has taken throughout his last 2 years here. And while he has changed, he has never lost his big heart. huge passion and contagious smile. He is talented beyond anyone's belief. I mean, how often do you get to see someone and just know for certain they are someone who will leave a mark in their field and the world forever? I hope he does leave his mark in the world, because if this world has just a drop of his love or his care, it will be a better place. I'm so sure of it. I'm so, so proud to be able to call him part of my family. And I am so incredibly honored to introduce to you the wonderful Shadi.
This person is truly special to me. Will has not only been a dear friend of mine, but also a great inspiration. His dedication to working towards what interests him while having fun has been something I looked up to. I'll never forget the time when he saw me too stressed about work, and he would pull me to the side and just say, "Hey, bro. Hey, man. Relax. You'll finish it later. Because it's pizza time now." I've never seen someone dedicate as much time as he did to his animation mastery. Between the months of August and March, he drew every single frame of his 5-minute clip, and that was 24 frames per second if you didn't know. Whenever I saw him, he worked towards perfecting his final product. I was inspired to reach that level of dedication in my passions. However, his dedication to work has not taken away from his sense of humor. Will is literally the funniest guy I know. He has made me laugh at my hardest times, and I am forever grateful for that. I've seen him grow from the little kid in Botswana who would do everything to get a cup of milk chocolate to a shining pillar of happiness and positivity. Will forever be my toothbrushing time buddy in the desert, my basketball coach, and my dear friend who will never fail to make me laugh until tears drop from my eyes. Thank you so much for everything. Oh, let's do it.
I'm not trying to have any pictures of me crying online. Don't take any pictures, please. Over the course of 2 years, this person has taught me a lot of valuable lessons. Whether it was words of advice, style recommendations, or calling me out right before I make a really dumb decision. I see you at the corner of my eye. As I'm about to do it, you say, "Zonzu it, Will. Zonzu it." And I nod my head because you do the same thing. You go like this to me every time. Kami, the embodiment of perfect floofy hair, the conqueror of oceans, the mysterious figure of the night, and a master artist. They are one of the most disciplined and hardworking individuals that I have had the pleasure of coming across, as well as one of the strongest people that I know. And it is reflected in the way they think, the way they act, and the way they carry themselves. How they stick to their morals in any situation, and how they hold themselves back from strangling me when I show you a trick in diving with a coral. It's throughout countless terms, 8 to be exact, that you have always been a constant to me. You kept me grounded, sane, and most importantly, happy. Kami, you played a significant role in building who I am today and my TGS career. And I don't say it enough, but I love you dearly, and thank you so much for everything they have done. I have no doubt that Canada will not be able to handle all your big purrs and slays when you get there. Everyone, please give a warm welcome to the one and only gender bender, Kami.
Let's come up paper. Okay. There are not enough words to wait, I'm not gonna look at you, I'm gonna cry. There are not enough words to describe just how amazing this person is. She is strong-willed and stands up for her truth, even when it's unconventional. She's so bright and passionate, I could listen to her talk for hours on end. We started off as ops. She didn't like me. I didn't like her very much either. But we somehow clicked like a puzzle, and I am so happy we did. She's an avid environmental protector, an athlete, an absolute academic weapon. She's my school buddy and my best friend in the whole entire world. She's also one of the most incredible people that I've had the chance to know. I'm very lucky to have met her and to have been her friend, and luckier to be introducing her here. Sipo Kazi, I'm so proud of you for who you are and all the great things you've done. Congratulations on graduating.
Ew, tears. It's gross. Okay. Let's do this. Okay. I remember, girl. Okay. I remember when I first met Nuha. She arrived in Botswana late, and initially I thought she was quiet. She was funny, and she was surprisingly good at reading people. Weird. I remember our long talks in the spa room, sussing out the community, spotting ops, all of the above. Back then, I didn't know the impact that Nuha would have on my life. I didn't know how great of an amazing person she was. In Botswana, we had those chats. In Greece, we were crying in the bathroom. We were up with monsters, chugging, trying to complete all our projects. Turkey, we were in space prison. We don't talk about that, but it happened. In Oman, every morning I'd wake up to the smell of a new candle. What has Nuha created today? And now Greece, you leave me physically. The past 2 years, she's become one of my closest friends and one of the people I trust and love the most in TGS. From midnight work sessions to ice cream walks, she's someone you can depend on. She's someone who's there to listen to you. She's someone who's there and is always caring, no matter what it is. It could be the gym. Even when she doesn't want to go, she'll grab her stuff, stomp her feet, be like, fine, I'll go. As we graduate today, we leave each other physically. And alone, we start our new adventures. But the memories and the lessons that we've learned from each other remain. And if there's anything that I learned about TGS and from you, is that the world is small and the world is yours, and we'll definitely meet again. Nuha.
Congratulations, class of 2023 of CM1. Let's give a big round of applause to them.